This hike is absolutely amazing. It's so beautiful and so breathtaking. Just enjoy this one. I could fly away, or I could be no one, and you could be the sunshine falling over the mountain. Well, here we are at Cathedral Ranges. Thank you so much for tuning in, and remember to subscribe and check out some of my videos. So today we're going to be doing the Cathedral Ranges Razorback Trail. We're starting at Sugarloaf Saddle, then we're going all the way up to the farmyard, and then Jawbone Car Park, and then back down. So it's a circle. It's 12 kilometers and it's a grade 5 hike. So I do believe that there is going to be a lot of climbing, and we're going to be going up a lot of rocky slopes, very narrow. And the views are going to be absolutely breathtaking. You're going to see the whole sort of northeastern part of the sort of Victoria region. So you can see the trail that's all the way up there to the top. So we'll be taking that very shortly. But I just wanted to wish everyone all the best and say, you know, thank you so much for tuning in over the last couple of weeks as the channel's growing. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's simply to inspire and educate. So you got to do your best to have the best hand grips, find the best hand grips, and have strong footing, because it is a climb and you can see how big the drop off is. Oh, so we've made it. I only took about 25-30 minutes, and it was a 900 meter climb, maybe half an hour, but we made it. Check this out. So this is the Razorback Ridge that I'm going to be hiking. It's all the way along to the point of that mountain over there, and then down this valley or gully, and all the way back around and down back to where we started, and that's where we started, and we climbed up that, and that's the drop off all the way down there. So I'm standing on top of this cliff now, and it's 928 meters, I believe, high. So you can see this little orange marker here. Now you'll come across a lot of those on the trails. Now they're just a way of navigation when the actual trail itself on the ground is very hard to be seen. So for example, when I was doing those rock climbs and boulder climbs, you would see a lot of those on there, or even on the beach, in places, yeah, where the trail cannot be seen. So a big thank you to all the people that put those out, all the Parks Victoria, all the rangers around the world that keep the maintenance of our beautiful trails and allow us to be able to see magnificent, beautiful views like this. It took me less than an hour to actually drive here today. So I don't live in Melbourne Metro. I live in the Murrumbidgee Shire. So I'm making these videos for those that can't get out hiking and that are stuck at home. So please enjoy these virtual hiking experiences. So we've just walked down and climbed over that. And at the bottom of that peak, around there is where we started. You can hear all the lyrebirds in the distance. And this is the trail down through there somewhere. And that's the end of the ridge. We're almost there. I'd just like to pay my respects to Mark, who died here in 1983, aged 15 years old. Oh, it's a terrible tragedy. It's important to be prepared, guys, when you're out on the trail or you're out just anywhere outdoors. Just make sure you're really careful, you're watching your step and you know what you're doing. Oh. Anyways, back on the trail. See the orange marker in the distance? So that's the trail ahead on the top. Oh, so if you watched when I went to the Mountain Ash rainforest in Myrtle Gully, Talangi, I mentioned my sleeping bag that I'll be getting. Well, it's finally being delivered and I'm so excited. So yeah, 900 grams, -9, and yeah, it's going to be really good. -9 comfort, 900 grams total weight, and it's a down sleeping bag. So yeah, that's going to be really exciting for all the overnight hikes that are going to be coming up. And yeah, I'll put them on the channel as well. And yeah, you'll be able to check those out. All right, let's get back to climbing. Huge rocks. So this is what makes up the ridge on the Razor Ridgeback. I've been walking along it for quite a while now. So yeah, we're still on top of the mountain. These are huge. Now I mentioned the orange markers, trail markers. These things here. Now there was a tree that had fallen down, so the trail marker was actually pointing downhill. But it took a little bit of looking around. Don't rush it, don't go gung-ho. And you can just see that the trail went in the opposite direction. So even though the trail orange markers are a great reference, when you see them or you're not seeing them for a while, take your time to look around and really make sure that this is the right way. Just in case it has fallen down or something's happened to it. Anyways, that's a small tip. Alright, so we've made it to the farmyard. Let's go check that one out. I tell you, walking on this soil feels good on the feet after being on the rocks for a while. So this is the farmyard. It's really quite pretty. Gets good sunlight during the day. So this is where you can camp. So we're doing the southern section of the Cathedral Ranges, and I will film the northern section in another video. But if you were planning on doing an overnight hike, this is where you can camp. Alright, so we've descended down the mountain now, and we've left the farmyard and we're about to go to Jawbone Car Park, which will follow a nice creek. So that should be beautiful. So I just thought I'd show you, there's the trail and there's the marker. We're in a little valley and there's the creek.
It's actually winter right now. It's the heart of winter, but the creek's all dried up. So that's quite interesting to say the least. Not even a trickle of moisture. So make sure you pack enough water when you go for a hike. Walked another 20 meters down and you saw that it was all dried up in that canyon. There was just no moisture at all. But the water, or the creek, seems to be coming from a natural spring under the ground. Like further down, as I said. So there is water here, but it's just surface water. So it's only a few centimeters, a few mil thick. So make sure you've got a life straw or some kind of way of filtering the water. I know it's coming from the ground, but if you want to get rid of just any other impurities, it's always good to have a water purification method. Check out my channel for ways to purify water on there as well. It's the trail. You can hear all the lyrebirds in the background. And whipping birds and bellbirds. Well, thank you so much for watching. It really means the world. If you could subscribe and give us a little thumbs up, that would mean a lot. So, we've still got probably 3 or 4 kilometers to go, but it's just along the road, so it's not really that interesting. So we're going to call the video quits here, but I will show you the map of what we've done and where we've been, and I'll do a little close-up, so you know where to go if you want to do this hike. But once again, have a great day and happy hiking. All right, here's your map. So that's the northern section, and that's a hike that we'll do another time in another video. And this is the southern one that you've just seen. So we started at Sugarloaf Peak at the bottom, and then we walked along that whole Razorback track. Then we've walked there to the Jawbone car park, and now we're just going to walk the road back. So thank you once again, and have a great day.